and it's something that I'm seeing on Capitol Hill, Bob, and that is you have cases, especially with conservatives, you do have a lot of well-meaning Americans, but the more time you spend in DC and away from ground zero, you do lose perspective, because that should have never been stopped. If it was my call, Bob, and again, the audience may, some may think this is controversial. You remember during COVID, we had the damn ticker going at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Like we said, we're realizing today that so many of those were not COVID. We should have that from the White House every day, because here's what the left understands, Bob. They understand the power of media and messaging. And so, like I said, this is how I got led into this with Support Our Shields, is because I understood, when you start seeing BLM activists sit down with pastors and giving them Marxist talking points, Bob, that's not going to end well. That never ends well. And so we don't do a good job on the conservative front, on the national scale, of keeping this in front of people. The people who we're losing children, wives, spouses, husbands every day to illegal immigrants who shouldn't be in this country. And the people who sit behind, they're quick. The squad, they're quick to hold up a picture. They're still holding up pictures of Pretty and Good. See, to throw that narrative, and they'll throw those two names. You've seen it on Capitol Hill this past week. Yes, they keep doing it, because they play the emotional route. Well, I'm like, because they understand it's powerful, and we have to catch up to that with the truth.
I love your idea, man. I love your idea. A ticker, at least on whitehouse.gov, on the website.
Absolutely.
Put a ticker up there, honestly, and show all of these people. That would go a long way. That's a very powerful message, because you're right. They weaponized that during COVID.
Because you know what, Bob? This is what I did. One thing, I'm sorry, that when I did the video at the beginning of the year, remember, this is right after Renee Good, and the attacks were exploding. They're protesting all through the night. They're doxing the hotels that agents were in. The video that I did in response to that, Bob, what I did was go through the last 6 years, because remember, the narrative was, well, she was trying to flee. She wasn't aiming the vehicle. Even when the footage came out, they played, they magically forgot, Bob, and everybody became Neo from the Matrix. Like, you can take a 3-ton vehicle and just magically move it, or move him, to move the officer, right? Before, you remember, they doxed him as well. Yes. And so what I did was went through all the names, and there were over 50 of the officers who have been killed by vehicular assault in the last 6 years. And I intentionally, like you said, ran that ticker throughout the video, because they remember, that's one of the slogans, say their names. Well, what about our names of the men and women that we lose, to this type of foolishness? And if you play, again, stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. And you never see these people, Bob, they care so much about their neighbors and Maryland dad. Remember that? You never see these people go and protest in front of a trap house when the narcs are there raiding it, for the drugs and prostitution that is going on. Think about that. They literally, they inserted themselves into a federal operation. That is a different kind of drug.